After 11 days, we have FOMC, and there is a 99% of probability that we are going to have rate cut again. On September, we got rate cut of 25 basis points, and now we are expecting a same move that we are going to have a 25 basis point rate cut this month again. And other than that, we are having so many other criterias need to break down in this video. So let's get started. US is still shut down, and we are not having any kind of still update about how and when we are going to get other data like NFP, CPI, PPI, because they all are just postponed and they all are tentative still then. Other than that, after 11 days, FOMC meeting is there, and in that we are having some good probability that we are having 25 basis rate cut, and we are going. So okay, other than that, we are going to have the probability of 1% of having rate cut of 50 basis point. Meanwhile, the US and China tariff war are still with this all market condition. Trump is looking forward to meet China's President Xi by November 1st, and there is also a high impact because their trade war, their trade negotiation, and all the stuff are making market very volatile. Not only gold, Nasdaq, but all the markets are very volatile because of this China and US trade war. And Nasdaq, gold is at all-time highs, but recently, last day, which is a Friday, it took a massive pullback, and this might be the start of the pullback which we are wanted. I'm not trading the gold for few days, because I don't like the price action, I don't like the volatility as of now, because it's just ramping higher and higher and higher, right? And it's at all-time highs, so we don't know how much this can go, but we are sure that we can, or we are going to have some strong pullback. I'm waiting for that, and I will go after as per my setup. On the top, what we have is as we say, USD, gold, equity futures, all these things are very impacted and very volatile because of this trade war, as well as the US shutdown, as well as the Fed rate cut chances. And gold currently sitting at this 4,000 level, whereas it took some sort of small pullback for in daily basis. Let's see, so it's around 4,200, is still holding above, and if this can continue higher, we can just ride it the momentum for that. But I am looking for a strong pullback. After the August, it broke the range and it just ripped higher 8,000 pips, like a crazy move in the market, and that's because of all economic factor and Fed rate cut and all. And in weekly time frame, if we see the weekly time frame in gold, we are having continuous green candle, or we can say bullish candle, since September and August. So that's pretty much cautious that it's at least it should pull back, right? We are not talking it should drop like hard, but we need at least some sort of pullback so we can enter, or other market, or other guys or other fake sellers and buyers may be trapped. So that should be done at least. And if you see this weekly candle, there is rarely we are having bottom wick in this all candles. This is not any kind of setup, but it's my theory that if we are not having any kind of bottom wick or top wick, the market can grab that as a week, or we can say liquidity to be taken. So you see the 4-hour chart is a massive pullback and started ramping higher again. So that might be the small pullback again. Now we go for the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq having a massive sell-off on Friday. After that, for this last whole week, it's just chop around in that week candle on that Friday's crash candle. So that's a very unconscious, because it's still in this range, playing around this range. As you see, USD is still chopping and grinding lower, and Trump, as I already say, going to have China negotiation, trade war, and all the stuff. Trump maybe look forward to meet, going to meet in upcoming days. And FOMC, as we see, we are having 99% chances of rate cut of 25 basis point, and we are going to have 50 basis point, we are having chances of 1%. So we are going to have rate cut by this 29th of November, and that's for sure. But the question is that how much rate cut we are going to get, 25 basis point or 50 basis point. If you trade, you have to be looking for these all fundamentals, right? Other than that, I'm going to show my this week trades of Nasdaq, this stock market, and in next videos. And that's for all market right now. What's your work is how to trade, right? So my advice is same: follow your setup, follow your plan, and be patient. Go with tight stop loss, trade accordingly. Don't scale in more, scale down little bit, and wait for good setup. If you like the breakdown, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and follow for more.